Hey y'all, it's Amy with Recipe Tryouts. Just here cutting up my celery for our gumbo tonight. I'm using about 5 stalks of celery, and we're gonna get this going, and we'll have gumbo by the end of the night. Okay y'all, here is our chopped celery. That's about 5 stalks with the ends. Okay, so when you're cutting okra, you want to cut off this part here from about here out, and then this skinny little part here, because neither of them are any good, and you can use them for composting. So yeah, if you grow your own stuff, it's a pretty good thing to use. There's less seeds in it, and you can just put it in a paper bag like this in here that I got all my cuttings in, and let it dry a little bit, and then just throw it in your dirt. So okra as a vegetable is pretty tasty. They're kind of slimy though. If you can see on my knife, there's all that okra slime. It's kind of gross. So a lot of people have different methods of keeping them from getting slimy when you're cooking them. People boil them. I've done this actually. I soaked it in vinegar for half an hour, but that makes them a little wangy flavored. I don't know. It just is weird, and it's kind of tangy and a little something. So I wouldn't recommend that one. Just boil them for a bit, and that'll get the slime off of them pretty good. Which is why I'm sticking them in the pot to boil. But definitely try to do something to get them to be less slimy, because when you're cooking them and they're slimy, and then you eat them and they're slimy, and it'll put you off of okra for a very long time, if not forever. Now, some people in their gumbo, they don't put okra in it, which to me, with my upbringing and stuff, is kind of wrong. So you always got to put some okra in your gumbo, along with the pepper and onion and celery and stuff. So today we are actually working with 2 different recipes. These are both the ones my mother uses to kind of make her own blend of stuff. So what I'm gonna do here is just kind of mix them together, because they have pretty much the same things, except for this one asked for wine, and there's oysters in it, which we're not doing. But yeah, so we have our cayenne pepper, salt, and regular pepper here. Actually, I think I'm gonna put a little more cayenne in this, because there we go. Okay, so let's mix it up together. And there's our seasoning for our chicken. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do here is cut up this chicken into pieces, and then we're gonna cook it in the same pot we're gonna cook the rest of the gumbo in, just to cook it a little bit, get it kind of not browned, just solid, so it's not raw chicken cooking in the pot. So we're just gonna cut it up into pieces about like this. Okay. Yeah, about like this. Maybe a little smaller, depending on what you want. Okay. And then get our bowl, put it in the bowl. Cool, cool. Now, if you have trouble cutting chicken, usually when it's thawed completely, if you let it stay frozen just a little bit, like just a little bit, not, you know, like completely frozen solid, but just kind of squishy frozen, like slushy or whatever. That's a weird analogy. Anyway, it'll be easier because it's more solid. So we have our chicken here, all cut up, cubed up nice and good. And we got our seasons. We're gonna put the salt, pepper, and cayenne on the chicken. Just season it up before we cook it a bit. And just kind of do this number, get it nice and rolled around in there. All right. And then take a look, see how you like it. I like it pretty good. So then we're gonna put some oil in our pot and put this in the pot and cook it in that oil for a little bit. All right, y'all, since we're waiting on the oil to heat up for a minute, we have our okra boiled. So we're gonna put it into a colander and drain it off. Hopefully get all that goop. It's pouring off. See, it's goopy. That's not water, that's slime. The oil's ready. Get our handy little wooden spoon. It's ready. Almost. Now we're going to cook this about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Just to get it nice and cooked on all the sides. And then the oil we're going to leave in here to use for our roux for the gumbo. Because no gumbo is gumbo without a roux. So while we're cooking that chicken, let's get our other ingredients ready. Because I can't talk right now. Tony Chasere's Creole Cajun Seasoning. Okay. A little bit of dry mustard. See if I've opened this one yet. Yes, I have. Actually, let me get a smaller bowl for this. Whew. Yeah. It's strong, guys. That's about all you need of the mustard. Just a little bit. It's probably half a teaspoon. Then you need some paprika. Come on, I know I opened your butt. It says 1.5 teaspoons. Which is butter. Okay. And then get a little filet. This is a teaspoon, but it's cool. And garlic powder. Just put it in there with the sachet. We already have onion, celery, bell peppers all cooked. So now we just got to chop up the sausage. and put everything together with chicken. Okay, so the chicken is actually done. So right now, I'm gonna cut up our sausage. And yes, it has to be andouille, which is andouille sausage, A-N-D-O-U-I-L-L-E, andouille. If you can't find the andouille, because not every place will have it, you can use kielbasa. Okay, so we have the leftover oil from doing the chicken. So what you want to do is to keep your oil in there, because that's what you're going to use to make this roux. Now, you get your whisk, you get your flour, okay? Just a little bit of flour in there. These are about, I don't know, a couple tablespoons maybe. If you don't have an exact measurement, that's fine. Just don't overdo it. I'm gonna whisk it up together till it browns real dark, like darker than this dark. Okay, whisk it around until it get what's called nut brown, which means it's browning. So I ain't quite there yet. More light on the situation. There we go. So we're just gonna whisk it around. Okay. Got that done. Now, I'm gonna add the celery. Then I get these bags of chopped onions and stuff usually because it works. Just chopped onions and bell peppers. Just put it all in there. It's about the right amount. Get your spoon. Shit. And while you're doing this, you can cook your sausage just a little bit, just enough to get it just a little brown. You know, doesn't have to be perfect or nothing, just a little brown. So let's turn that one real low. We got all these done. So now we should get chicken stock. Get your chicken stock and come back. Chicken stock. This is 32 ounces of chicken stock we just poured in there. So, that going. Turn the heat up. Stir it around. This is kind of going to be lighter than I want it to be, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do, get my seasonings here. I got the filet and mustard. Put it in there. The paprika. Put it in there. The celery and the garlic. Put it in there. Stir it up. Okay. Let that cook for a minute. And then come next door and flip your sausage. Let's get a flipper. Get a flipper. Flip it. Flip. 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 Come here. Flip your sauce. Keep on flipping until there's no more to flip. So now, once this has cooked just a little bit, take it off, set it aside, and let's put our okra in. Because most of the slime has come off, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's stir that okra in there. And just cook it till it's bubbling. Now the sausage, we're gonna flip again to make sure that everything is looking right. So you see this brown in here that you see on there, that's what you want. You want that browning. So, when it starts to look something like this, where it's browning good on both sides, you can turn it off. But make sure it's on both sides, not just the one. Just so that we have an even flavoring of everything. Turn that in. Okay. So, this is about done. So we can start adding to the gumbo. Okay. So turn off your sausage. Get it over here. And just kind of dump it in there. Don't worry if you get a little bit of the oil from it, it's fine. It's just grease. It's not gonna hurt nothing really. Just a little bit. Okay, so you got that in there. Then come over and get your chicken out of here. Stick that out there. Oh yeah, it's looking nice. Nice and pretty. Okay. So now we're gonna let that cook for a little bit. Probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe 30. And then we put it over rice. So let's put a lid on it, huh? Okie dokie. Okay, so here is the finished product. And I have put some Louisiana hot sauce on it already. But you can see the okra, the sausage, the other veggies, chicken, the rice. So yeah, that's the gumbo. Y'all enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other social medias on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you. Enjoy.
It's just like on my warming video.